Game time in Cleveland as the crowd is filling up the Quicken Loans Arena. Looking at the last game for the Houston Rockets, it was a loss to Golden State in Oakland. And that was a real body blow for them. They got taken apart both offensively and defensively.
Probably their poorest defensive effort all season long. I mean, at home, that kind of D is not going to cut it. Never mind when you're on the road.
Hey, I don't know, guys. This may be all speculation. Perhaps they had a bad flight into town the night before, and we all know a rough flight in can lead to turbulence on the court.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. So on the floor for Houston, Motiejunas and Howard, the post pair. Harden and Ariza filling out the perimeter. And it's Beverly in at the point. That's good from J.R. Smith.
And the Rockets have lost out on some free agent wars the past few years. They have remained competitive, but you wonder what could have been if they landed or kept some of those big names.
Ariza kicks to Motiejunas. And that one's good. Beverly.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
Here's Houston now. Harden with it. He's picked up by Irving. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Oh! Wow, we're going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Kevin. That was special.
My goodness, that was almost a circus-like dunk.
Here's Ariza. Misses the three. And here comes Smith leading the fast break. Here's Thompson. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
And here's Love from the arc. The Rockets pull it in.
He certainly didn't take advantage of the poor defense, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
I tell you what, I think he'd be happy if he can continue to get looks like that.
And that one's good. Beverly.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Well, I tell you, he squeezed that orange as tight as he could before that throwdown.
Yeah, no way he was going to lose that thing on the way up. You're right, Clark.
And better safe than sorry on that one, guys.
Harden inside the three-point line. Drops one in from the wing. Harden's got 5 points so far.
And a really good way to start the game. He's a guy who, if he gets it going early, he's going to give you problems.
Pass to Motiejunas. Back to Harden. A three-pointer off the mark. Cavaliers trailing. Irving attacking. It's blocked. And they're able to recover. Stolen by Beverly. Ariza outside. Here's Harden on the wing. Fires the three. And James pulls it down. That's tipped. Stolen by Harden. Irving. That's in there. Love with the assist. It's all knotted up.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
And J.R. Smith picks up the foul. That's his first foul. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Mozgov, he's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Fry comes in for Kevin Love. Shumpert is checked in for LeBron. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Smith. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shot by Terry, no good.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
It's just the Brewer. There's the pass to Capella. Houston moving it around. Irving with the steal. And here we go. Shumpert running it up the court. From deep three-point range. Houston gets it back. Here's Capella. And that one is stuffed right through.
And gobbled up that rebound and went straight into attack mode on the putback.
He is one of the most determined rebounders, Clark, we have got in the NBA.
Yeah, you're calling it right, Kevin. I mean, he gets so many second chance points because of how hard he works to get to the rebound.
And the foul on Jason Terry. That's his first foul.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Heads-up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
Fry passes to Dellavedova. Beyond the arc. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. Hits it from three-point range.
These defenders are putting up very little resistance to the three-point shot.
And it's killing them. 4 of the last 5 makes coming from long range.
And Capella sends it back. McDaniels kicks to Terry. Here's Capella. Here's Beasley. He hits the shot at the goal. The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. Rockets lead by 5. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. Let's quickly break down the game we've seen so far from the Rockets, guys.
Just almost an intimidating factor when you're able to go out and consistently come up with the block shots like they have defensively.
Well, what happens is shooters begin to start looking for the shot blocker, and it does intimidate them.
LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. Dellavedova and Smith are the guard tandem. And it's Thompson in at the pivot spot manning the middle. That's the group for Cleveland going right now here in the second. And he gets it to go. Here's Dellavedova. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here. Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
Here's LeBron. He has 6. Thompson outside. All sorts of time. That one's in there. Rocket lead is cut down now to just 4 in the basket from James.
Probably wasn't the shot they were looking for, but they'll take the bucket.
It's Harden with the drive. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. That one on Love.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
Yeah, really left him no choice there, Greg. I mean, he had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers. The first free throw is good. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line. And really just led him to his sweet spot for that finish. And I think taking a time here to talk things over is a smart idea.
One of the things you want to do is make sure everybody is clearly on the same page with the game plan. And sometimes you need a timeout to make sure that's the case.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets. They went to Cleveland for their last meeting with the Cavaliers, and they came out with a win.
And the last time they faced this club, rebounding was their big advantage.
Clearly, that was the overriding factor. A double-digit advantage on the boards. They just pounded them inside.
Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Harden against Smith. Here's Howard. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Howard's got his first 2 points. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
Boy, the three-point shot has really been dropping for him early on.
Also, guys, the passing has been terrific in the first half. They'll be happy with all those assists.
Houston leading by 4. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Kicks it out to Harden. Takes it from 10. Second shot opportunity. Passed to Ariza. Lets it go with a 3. The shot no good. James with some nice D. A beautiful. NRC here at the Quicken Loans Arena in Cleveland as the Cavaliers look to grab a win here at home. The Warriors are looking to end their road trip here with a strong outing. A superb ball club playing a great brand of basketball. #1 record right now in the NBA.
And you'd expect nothing less from the...
It's not possible what we just thought. Is that possible?
Not probable, but it is possible, partner. It is possible.
And think about it, guys. That's
Smokes.
one of the few guys in the entire league who can pull off something like that.
For the Cleveland Cavaliers, they won their last contest, that game against Golden State.
And really the signature of that game was what they were able to do from a defensive standpoint, particularly on the low post.
Yeah, they were up in the air an awful lot in that paint area, getting their hands on shots, a lot of them, but if they didn't block them or touch them, they actually changed them.
About 1 minute into the first quarter. Here's Irving. Kicks it out to James. Off target from three-point range.
And that's playing into the hands of the defense right there.
No way you can sneak that shot by him, Greg. I mean, he was all on.
Everyone in their seats here in Boston to watch the Celtics on the home court.
Ready, gentlemen? Ready?
The Cleveland Cavaliers coming to this one after a win against the Golden State Warriors.
And the way they attacked the basket in that game was unreal. I mean, after a while, the defenders seemed to just wave the white flag.
Yeah, like you said, I mean, that's what will happen when a team continues to attack the basket and come away with layup. The defense tends to get demoralized and deflated.
Here's the starting group for the Cleveland Cavaliers. J.R. Smith and LeBron at the 2 and We've got basketball action at Quicken Loans Arena in downtown Cleveland, Ohio. The home of the Cavaliers, live on 2K Sports. We've got some terrific NBA action in store for you today. This is Kevin Harlan. Joining me, Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and courtside Doris Burke. Take a look at the Heat.
This is a special.
It's game time in Cleveland as the crowd is filling up the Quicken Loans Arena. And this is a one-and-done trip for Minnesota before going back to their Timberwolves fans up in Minneapolis.
Yeah, and you know, we're always looking for motivation. I think there is a lot of pride going into this game for this group, looking to avoid the season sweep after dropping those first two. They'll play with a lot of that motivation.
They feel this is a team they can beat, and they want to prove it here tonight, Greg. So we'll see if the third time is indeed the charm.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. On the court for Minnesota, Rubio and Levine teaming up in the backcourt. Youngsters Anthony Towns and Chang are in the post. And it's Wiggins in at the small forward. The three ball. James kicks to Irving. Back to LeBron. Shot clock at 5. Thompson with the bucket. Thompson's got the first points on the scoreboard for the Cavs. Rubio against Irving. Pass to Dang. That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio.
You can't give him that shot. A few open looks are all it takes to get him in the zone. Good. Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
Kicks it to Towns. Makes it off the glass.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Thompson misses. For Minnesota, they've gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. Here's Wiggins. And there's another one for the Timberwolves. Cleveland with the ball. They come in fresh off a win against the Warriors.
And what got them that win was the remarkable success they had from the floor. I mean, just a tremendous shooting performance all the way around.
Hey, you can't expect that kind of shooting to happen all the time on a nightly basis. But when it does, boy, does it feel good and look good.
Rubio dishes to Levine. Let's go. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
Ill-advised shot there, Clark.
Yeah, exactly. That was lower than low percentage.
James, the pass to Love. Got a piece of it. Cleveland moving it around. Thompson. That's tipped. Timberwolves have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. And J.R. Smith picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. A big group substitution here for Cleveland. Mozgov, he's checked in for Thompson. Fry comes in for Kevin Love. Shumpert is checked in for Smith. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Kyrie Irving. Nikola Pekovic is checked in for the Timberwolves. Shabazz Muhammad comes in for Andrew Wiggins.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Here's Pekovic. The Cavaliers pull it in. They came away with the victory in their last meeting, which, by the way, was also in this building.
And really brought an impressive physicality to that matchup, drawing a ton of fouls and, of course, went on to win it.
Exactly. They were the aggressors. They played a grinded-out, gritty style that they'd be wise to emulate tonight.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Adrian Payne's checked in for Towns. And Tayshaun Prince subbed in for Levine. Here's Payne. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throw.
The Minnesota Timberwolves coming to this one after the win against New Orleans.
And we've talked about how in the NBA you've got to earn your points the hard way, and that really wasn't the case in that game for them.
No, there was no hard way about it. I mean, they got their points easily on dunks and layups against a defense that really didn't offer much of a fight.
And LeBron James gets it to go.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting in the paint and keep scoring points. Keep it going.
Not a lot you can do as a defense when they keep hitting the ball in the paint like this.
So it's Minnesota now. The Cavaliers leading by 6. LeBron James on the wing. Fry with the ball. Now guarded by Payne. Timberwolves have gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. Here's Rubio. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. Mozgov kicks to James. And stolen by Prince. Here's the break to end the drought. And Muhammad throws it down.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Cavaliers lead by 6. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Quicken Loans Arena. All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And taking a look at the Cavaliers' performance here, what do you guys see?
It's been about the pace. You can see they're going to try to keep this game in the open floor.
Yeah, and, you know, it's been a tempo that they like, and they're getting some easy buckets in transition here.
And so in the game for the Timberwolves, youngsters Anthony Towns and Zhang are in the post. Andrew Wiggins is out there with Levine. And it's Muhammad in at the 3. Good on both.
Well, as far as the league's big men go, he's one of the very best at the foul line.
Shumpert dishes to Love. And Shumpert kicks to Smith. Nailed from three-point land.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make a pay.
Kicks it out to Wiggins. And the shot is long.
Well, I think he kind of alligator armed that one, short stroked it. After doing a nice job to get open, he didn't finish the shot.
And stolen by Love. And now Irving pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Here's Levine. Covered by Irving. Here's Dang. Here's Muhammad. And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
Just lazy defense on the glass there.
Well, nobody boxed out. Nobody put a body on anybody else. Things like that not only drive the coach crazy, that stuff gets under my skin.
Here's Irving. And the rejection by Jang. And now the Timberwolves on the break. And the dunk by Towns.
And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch and how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim. Back-to-back threes for him. The defense is slacking off a little.
You've got to respect that three, or you'll give up points in a hurry.
Doubled by Smith. Wiggins drives in. Jang with the ball. Now Smith defending. But they recover. No good. So Cleveland will take it the other way. Cleveland moving the ball around. Back to Shumpert. Here's Thompson. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad he didn't. Because otherwise, we'd probably have a 45-minute delay here if he shattered the backboard.
Now that's finishing your work right there.
Powerful two-hand jam. You're right.
And I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will start shrinking even further.
Smith kicks to Love. Passes it to Irving. Shot clock at 6. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
Yeah, he imposed his will on the defense that time. He was not going to be denied right there.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Mozgov, he's checked in for Thompson. Fry comes in for Kevin Love. James checked in for Shumpert. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Smith. In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Cleveland.
They've been making some really nice passes out there. Excellent passing. That could set the tone for the rest of the game.
And the other thing that's been equally as effective is the fact that they've gotten out on the fast break. A lot of points coming in transition.
The Cavaliers leading by 6. James kicks to Dellavedova.
He's got some serious momentum going right now. He's been great all day. Even last game, he was on fire.
The drive by Rubio. On the wing, Wiggins. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.